Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so hi, Jaden, Bart, Janet, Sally, and Night Daughter Oracle. Welcome, Night Daughter Oracle. Welcome, welcome. I just thought with my post, I suddenly realized that I hadn't posted the pinned link at the top. I hadn't pinned the message at the top, so I had to rush and do that. I was sort of mucking around a little bit, had some meditations done this morning, just been mucking around with the Celestial Compendium Oracle, which is done by this New Zealand creator. I've got a couple of her decks now. Quite cool. So Night Daughter Oracle has been absolutely amazing through these lives and doing the lists. So Jaden, Bart, and Janet are the first three. Then we'll do Sally and Night Daughter Oracle. Okay, so I do have the Celestial Compendium. Now, just a little bit before we start. This deck is really good when you're asking questions like the how, the what, the where, and what, of course. And then it does have the alchemical process as well. Just another little deck, which is a little interesting, which I thought I'd share with you. The Celestial Compendium, which is quite interesting to dive into. So who knows when we get a reading. Hi, Aldonna. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lady Kapira. How are you? Yes, everybody's automatically added. Don't worry. So now I do have my Sacred Fractal Tarot, of course. Let me just put this one down. Okay, so we have Jaden, Bart, and Janet. Whoa. So sorry, I just dropped a couple of cards just as we were talking. Whew, just gives us a little bit of a thing to start with. Right, so I'm not sure where Jaden is. I did see Jaden earlier, but I'm not quite sure where they are now. So I'm just going to start with Bart's one here. I'm going to start with Bart's question. And now we're waiting for Jaden and Janet's question. So Janet, can you please type in your question? And Sally. Hi, Diamond Girl. Yes, you're added to the list. Night Daughter Oracle is doing the list for me. Absolutely brilliant. Don't forget, mods. Do remind people that they can pay for a donation if they want a little bit more than just the 2 cards that I do in a free reading. If they want a little bit more than just the 2 cards, donations, and you get a tarot and oracle reading, the links are pinned, or check the description box down below. Don't forget, mods, to let people know. Hi, Midnight Meditations. How are you? How's it going? Right, Bart. Why have I been so excited lately? Oh, as soon as I said that, there was a card. Something flipped. Now, I don't know whether that was just in my imagination or whether a card actually flew out. I never know. Just checking, make sure. No cards. Okay. Must have been just my imagination. Oh, okay. It was this one here. So let's pop this out for Bart. Okay, Bart. Let's start with you. Whew. Okay, so why have you been so excited lately? The first card we've got here is the Tower. Now, the Tower in this deck is all about cosmic direction. It's all about you, path that you're healing with. It's all about the healer that lies within you, the sense of the direction. I do feel like you're traveling in a real spiritual direction, and I think it's really caused a little bit of excitement for you. I do feel like you're breaking down the barriers. You've got to reach a sense of new understanding. I do feel like you're starting to sort of stand on solid ground of reality as you build the future that you want for yourself. And that's why I feel like you're starting to get a little bit excited about where you're going. Eight of Pentacles is a reminder that we're finishing the tasks that we have at the moment. You're finishing the tasks, you're completing things, your sense of having a closure and in projects and things that have been going on for you physically. I do feel like you're physically starting to really have that sense of achievement, which is really important for you. So I think that's why you've been feeling quite excited lately. Now, the last card we have here is Page of Pentacles. So it's a reminder that you still have a lot to learn and discover. Even though you've got this reach, this understanding, this enlightenment, this path that you're starting to follow, this sense of enlightenment, understanding, this sense of faith in who you are as a person, and you're finishing tasks, you're completing stuff. It's a reminder that you still have a lot to learn and discover as you grow and develop within your own journey. So I think that's why you've been feeling a little bit excited, is that even though the sense of there has been some challenges in your journey, so you're starting to sort of feel quite excited about stuff as things are starting to develop and grow. There's a light out of all this darkness that's been going on for you. So that's why I feel like you are excited lately, is that this growth and this development within you, and you know that you've still got a lot to learn, even though there's been some closure and there's been some achievement. There's been this sense of enlightenment in your path. Interesting reading indeed. Okay. So, Jaden, she's typed a new question. Oh, okay. So we're talking about your health improving. Now, health is a real medical question here. So we can talk about your well-being, and not just how will your health improve. What can you do to improve your health is a better question. Yeah. Please don't type your question in until you've been asked for it, because it will get lost in chat. Don't type your question in until you're asked for it, please. Okay. Okay, so Jaden, your health is a medical question, and I'm not going to ask that, okay? But you can ask about what can you do in regards to your well-being. What can you do in regards to your well-being? And with that, let's look at the Chakra Wisdom Tarot here. What can you do? Now, I have to be very careful. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot tell you when your health will improve. Okay? I'm not a doctor, and I don't diagnose. I don't talk about when will your health improve, because it's all about the action that you take. Okay? It's all about whether you've been to the doctor, you've got the right medication, whether the dosage is correct, Jaden. Yeah. Okay, Jaden, well, yeah. Okay, so it's very important here to think about. That's why it's really important that you read the disclaimer down below, because I cannot do medical, I cannot do legal questions. Now, medical questions are also included, as pregnancy is also included, because pregnancy is actually a medical issue. Can be a medical issue, is why when you can't get pregnant or anything like that. So it's a spiritual question. So you're talking spiritual illness. Okay, so you're talking about your spiritual well-being. Okay, so let's have a look at your spiritual well-being. So what do you need to do to improve? Whoa! Wow. Okay. The card, when I asked the question about your spiritual illness, about your spiritual well-being, I asked about your spiritual well-being, because that's what we want to focus on. We don't want to focus on the illness. We want to focus on your well-being. The cards absolutely flew out. So 2, So I will do the 3 cards for you because 3 cards flew out. Now, the first one is 10 of Swords. There are some things that you need to stop doing. There are some things that need to end for your health to improve, or your spiritual well-being. Whew. Okay, so with your spiritual well-being, there are some things that need to end, that need to finish. Okay. Then we have the sense of nurturing self. There is a sense of being very gentle with yourself, being very kind to who you are. Okay, that means making sure that you eat well, you sleep well, that sense of creative abundance. Okay, so it's very much about nurturing your soul. It's making sure that you are, I want to say, the sense of eating well, sleeping well, making sure that you are resting well. Then we have the moon. Interesting. Now, the wolf story stood out here. For one reason, it's that black and white wolf story. Which wolf do you feed? It's very important here in which path you take. It's all about that sense of, as you move into new cycles, which wolf do you feed? The black wolf or the white wolf? And, in your thoughts. If you know what I mean? If you know the wolf story about the negative aspects and the positive aspects of life. So what are you focusing on? What are you afraid of in moving forward? So it's very much about the white wolf, correct? So it's all about making sure that you take care of your health, that you take care of your thoughts, your ideas. You focus on your well-being. Don't focus on the illness, but focus on the well-being. Yep, you choose light over dark. Yeah. So it's very much about, it's about your thoughts. It's very much about what are you thinking about? How do you communicate? So it's all about your communication. It's all about your heart chakra, your solar plexus. So it's all about making sure these chakras are in alignment. And we're just going to do that very quickly, Jaden. So we're just going to realign. I think it's very much about your chakras. So I'm just going to put these into an alignment. Oh, that was very quick. So you were ready. Little extra there for you. So, yeah, very much about balancing out your chakras, making sure you balance out your heart chakra. Don't give too much of yourself away. It's about how you choose to communicate. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea about what you need to do to improve your health. So make sure you eat well, sleep well, make sure you're nourishing your soul. That's the big thing here, nourishing your soul. Hi, Katie. You're welcome, Jaden. Right. Janet and Sally. So did I do Janet? Did Janet type in her question here? Okay. Okay, you're asking a yes or no question, Sally. Will you be in a relationship soon? Okay, so I don't see Janet's question. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't got Janet's question. Got Sally T, so I'll do Sally T. Right, you've asked a yes or no question, so you're going to get the angel answers. You just asked, will you be in a relationship? Not how can I, what do I need to know in regards to a relationship? So you're very asking a yes and no question. So let's have a look. Will you be in a relationship soon? Let's have a look here. There's some, it's interesting. There's some things that you need to reconsider. There's some things that you need to think about before you'll be in a relationship. So no, you're not going to be in a relationship soon because there's some action that you need to actually take. So let's have a look and see what the angels actually have to say here. Some things that you need to think about being in a relationship. Okay. This is interesting here because I get the sense of just trusting the path that's coming through for you. Trusting that things will happen in divine timing. Okay, there's some things that you need to think about within the relationship. You need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in the process that things will work out when they're meant to. It's very much about the sense of it's about. I know you get the card. Now the romance card flew out. For some reason today, 3 cards are coming out in some of the readings. So we're just going to go with it today. Could be 3 cards for people. And if you want more than that, then it's normally 2 cards. But we're just going to do this. So the romance card came out as well. So it just tells us that things will come into play. They will happen. It's all about your own trusting in yourself, trusting in your own thoughts, your own ideas. There are some things that you need to think about when you're thinking about a committed relationship. Okay, there are some things that you need to think about. What type of relationship do you want? And then you've got to trust in yourself that the romance will happen when it's meant to. Things will happen in divine timing. Things will happen as they should. But it's very much about what you need to do for yourself. You need to think about you. Think about what you want in a committed relationship. What do you expect from your partner? Okay, so okay, so I haven't had any question from Janet. So I'm going to do Night and Order Oracle. You're doing some great questions. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's do. Just have to go for a little bit of a dive here. Here it is, Pearls of Wisdom. Oh! No, I knew these. Why do my cards do that? Oh, it must have been what was in a reading. Right, okay. Okay, oh. Okay, cards are flying out left, right, and centre here. Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm using Pearls of Wisdom. Whoa, there it is. I knew there was another card coming out. Right. Night Daughter Oracle. What have we got? Okay. Interesting. We get 3 of Swords. Now, 3 of Swords is all about heartbreak. It's all about that sense of betrayal. So it feels like the universe understands the sorrow that you've been through. Okay, you've been through some real challenges in regards to heartbreak, betrayal, all those sort of things come into play. Now, it's all about the choices being made, bringing yourself into alignment. Okay, bringing yourself into alignment, finding your sense of inner peace, and knowing that not all shiny, I think it's an acceptance. The universe accepts what's going on. It's about you accepting that sometimes not all what's on the surface is not always what's underneath. Okay. Interesting, because I got 10 of Pentacles here. A 10 of Pentacles tells me about wealth and abundance, things coming together. There's oh, that's interesting. Tree of life sort of came into play here with that sense of pathways interconnecting. So there's some people that will connect with for short term. Oh, hun. Yeah, I've been a bit like that too, Night Daughter Oracle. Really, the one person who I thought was a friend betrayed me. So I know exactly where you're coming from, and it's taken me a very long time. It's really only taken me this year when I have really found my community. Since I moved into where I am now, this is the only place I've found my community. Don't give up, hun. Don't give up. You do have support. You do have people around you. There is that wealth and abundance. You know, it's just, you got to just find it's taken me a very long time. Here we've got the sense of being at a crossroads, of peace restored. Okay, peace restored is what I got here. So I feel very much as though, yes, you've been through some real heartbreak. There's been some real challenges. It is about not all people are going to be in the right. Yeah, it's all about having that sense of, look, I'm 54. I'm going to be honest here, guys. I'm 54, and it's really only taken me this year, or this last year, this 2022 and 23, for me to find my people. You know, I've had people in the past who I thought was a spiritual friend, and they betrayed me. Totally betrayed me. So I'm telling you, Night Daughter Oracle, please, it's about finding your people, and sometimes the only person that you can trust is yourself, basically. It's about loving you, and I do feel like everything will come together in time, and you will have a sense of inner peace within yourself. It's about loving you. It's about being okay with just having one or two friends, even if they're online or they are, really the only people that I seem to connect with are 2 or 3 people online. Yep. And it says more about the other people, Night Daughter Oracle. It's not about you. It's about them. It's more about them. As long as you are you, it says more about the other people if they can't appreciate the giving. I mean, you're an amazing soul. You're an amazing soul, Night Daughter Oracle. Yeah. Physical touch. I know, I understand. But like I said, I've finally found my people here, and it's taken me, all this time to find the community. Yeah. You will. Things will start to happen for you. I do feel like with the wealth and abundance, with the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords, does tell me wealth, that you will find your community, you will find your people. You will have somebody who will come in. The right person just hasn't come in yet. They're coming. It's like the 7 of Cups just says that there is lots of shiny things happening. There are some people, but there's always hope. The sun will shine on the situation. I know. It will happen. Night Daughter Oracle, it will happen. Tell me peace will be restored. The right path will be taken for you. I do feel like things will start to happen for you, because you are a giving and loving person. And so it says more about them. People are just not ready. It's just the way people are. They push away. Okay, so next on the list is Eldonna. Oh. So you want to know what's going on. So let's do this, Aldona. We just don't want to know what's happening with. So you want to know what your connection is. What does the future hold in regards to G? Oh, okay. So you want to know what do you need to know in regards to G? More about the connection. What's the future hold for you? What do you need to know? What do you need to know in regards to G? Let's do the Rider Waite Smith. What do you need to know in regards to G? Oh, as soon as I asked that question, what came out? Things will be exposed. I do feel like the sun will shine on the situation, that things, the light of day, that there is that sense of whoa, things are being juggled here. So it does feel as though that things will be exposed, that thing will be brought out into the open, because there's a lot of juggling going on. Feels like there's a lot of trying to work out what priorities are, what's important. Feels like they're trying to find a sense of balance, and it seems very unbalanced. Feels very like they're trying to balance things out, but sort of being toppled over a little bit. That's all wobbly. Things feel very wobbly in this situation. So I'm not getting like the traditional sun where you get that happiness and joy and things like that. I'm just getting things being exposed, things being brought out into the open. So I think things will be opened up, that you'll get a much clearer answer. You'll get a much clearer answer. It's just things are very much wobbly at the moment. They're just trying to work out what priorities are, what's important, and what's next. Does feel very stormy in the way, with this waves here. Feels very stormy, that things are a bit wobbly. I just keep getting that, things are, what do I call this? That things are not quite the way you expect them to. They're a bit flip-floppy. That's the word I'm getting. It's like his intentions flip-flop a little bit. They yo-yo a little bit. They're going backwards and forwards. They're sort of going around in circles and overlapping, and 1 minute he's this thought and then the next minute it's something else, and it's like he's not quite clear in his intentions towards you. It's not very clear. So I do feel like the answers are yet to be exposed, to be opened up here, Aldona. So yeah, interesting. I just feel like there's that sense of things are not quite what you want to be, but they're a little bit down. They're not quite clear yet. They will be exposed. Okay, next on the list. Okay, Diamond Girl. Janet hasn't typed in her question yet. So Diamond Girl, Alphonse, and Sapphire. Okay, Janet, Diamond Girl, and Alphonse, can I have your questions, please? So I'm not sure if any questions have come in. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Diamond Girl. Okay. So whatever comes up on your love life. And it's interesting. This is really weird. I just got the Rain Coast Tarot just stared at me then. I don't know why. But anyway, so let's go through here. Let's do the rain. I can't wait for Christoph's new deck coming, his Kickstarter, which I backed, which was the I've actually got 2 decks in the pledge, which I can't wait for. Rain Coast Visions and Crowley deck. Oh, I cannot wait. It's going to be so exciting. Okay, so I need some questions coming up. So can Janet, Alphonse, and Sapphire, make sure you type in your questions, please. So what does Diamond Girl need to know in regards to intimate relationships, love life for this year? So what's coming up for you? What's coming up for Diamond Girl in regards to relationships? Let's have a look. Now, don't forget, if you want more than just the 2 cards, which normally come up in a reading, don't forget you can donate. You can add a little extra, and I can do you a tarot and oracle reading, which means you'll get a little bit more information in regards to your question. Okay, so you're going to get a little bit more. And don't forget, any donation you make comes straight back into the channel. It really helps the channel, helps with the business aspect of it. So let's have a look. So what does Diamond Girl need to know in regards to her love life this year? Okay, so the first card we have is 9 of Cups. Okay, with 9 of Cups, we get that sense that things are happening behind the scenes, a wish is fulfilled. Does feel like things are sort of starting to be prepared to sort of come together. There's a preparation for things coming together, is what I get here. Preparation for things coming together. And we get 10 of Pentacles with wealth and abundance. So it feels like it's going to be a very positive. If you can focus on the positive aspects of your love life, I do feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be happening for you. It does feel like things are going to come together. It does feel like you've got lots of paths to take, lots of, again, with the Tree of Life coming in with the 10 of Pentacles. It seems really strong today with that sense of you've got to go through many stages of life. There's many branches or many paths for you to take in regards to your love life. There's a real journey for you. It does feel like there's a bit of a journey for you in regards to your love life. It does feel like there's a lot of things that are happening. It's important that you don't, don't sit back on your laurels and expect things to happen. It is about taking a little bit of action here, which is really important, which is why I think I get these 2 cards together, with the 10 of, with the path being taken. You sort of can't sit back on your laurels and expect things to just happen. This sort of says like there's a lot of action to be taken, a lot of paths to be taken, for your wish to be fulfilled. Okay, so I do feel like there's a lot of stuff happening for you, a lot of wealth and abundance coming up in regards to relationships. So interesting one there. Okay, so next on the list, Alphonse. Brilliant, thank you. Okay, so you want to know about you being a romantic couple. Okay, again, with the yes and no questions, we go back to the angel answers. So let us take a moment and sort of connect with the angels and see what they need to say in regards to, will Lisa and you become a romantic couple? Let's have a look here. Okay, will Lisa and Alphonse become a romantic couple soon? Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, this one here. It says don't give up. You know, don't stop giving up. Don't stop being romantic. Don't stop showing your love. You know, you've got to sort of keep going. Don't, I think you need to make the move. You need to make sure that you are showing the light, is what I just want to say here. It's just, you know, don't stop showing that you care in a good way, but make sure you're balanced about it. Don't, you do want to be balanced in the situation. So let's see what the angels need to actually say about this situation. So it's saying don't give up. Things might not happen as quickly as you want them to, but there is a sense of also, when I say don't stop and also let go, your sense of letting go of worry, letting go of any stress or anything that's stopping you from pursuing this pathway. There's a sense of surrendering to it as well. So it's really important here to have that sense of surrender, allowing yourself to know that things will happen. That's why I said that sense of don't stop, because I think there is that sense of things might not happen as quickly as you want them to, but just don't give up. But you'd also don't get too possessive about it. Just allow things to be at the same time. So find balance is what I get here. Find balance. So things might not happen as quickly as you want, but just keep going. Don't give up. Okay, what's next? Okay, so who are we waiting for? Sapphire. Oh, interesting. Okay, what's coming? Oh, sorry. Just got a bit of a thing here. Okay, I'm going to go Native American Tarot. Yes, Sapphire, right. Now, I started working with the Native American Tarot over 23 years ago. I used it constantly for expos, psychic fairs. What's coming up for me in the upcoming days? News, messages, what you feel I need to know. Okay, so interesting. Let's have a look. So Janet, Katie, and Felicia. Okay, what is coming up for Sapphire in the upcoming days? Any news and messages that she needs to know right now? Okay, so that flew out, and we'll take that one as well. So let's have a look. First card we have here is the Weaver. Now, the Weaver to me is very much like the Temperance, but in this case here, it's like you're weaving your own patterns in life. So it's all about that sense of look at the pattern that you're weaving in your life. Look at what's happening in your life. Look at the moderation. Don't be excessive. Just be contemplative in your journey is what I'm getting here, about contemplating about the pattern you're creating in your life. And when a thread breaks, you just got to retie it and put it back together to create that sense of a pattern that you want to create in your life. It's very much about what you're weaving. Thinking about what do you want in your life? What pattern are you creating? Here you've got 9 of blades, and this is polygamy. Now, polygamy sort of is that sense of you've got options, you've got choices to make in your life mentally, mental choices. Okay, you got mental thoughts, mental ideas, plans about where you want to be and what you want to do. So it's all about that, and it can cause a lot of stress and a lot of worry and stuff. And I think that's what you're doing at the moment. You're creating a lot of stress and a lot of worry. So just take a moment to breathe and think about the pattern in life that you're creating for yourself. Okay, Sapphire? It's very important that you have that sense of what I want to say is look at the pattern that you're creating in your life. Look at what you're making sure you're not excessive in the way that you react. You have the sense of bringing yourself back into a sense of calmness is really important for you. Don't let the worry and stress get the better of you. Find ways to stay calm, stay relaxed, be contemplative about the path that you're actually taking or the patterns that you're creating in your life. That seems to be really important here. So there's a lot of things to think about in regards to your journey with the cards here. Right. Next we've got okay, next we have, so we've got Sapphire. We've got there. Next on the list, Janet KT. Okay, we've still got 20 minutes. Right. So, Janet, Katie, Felicia. So, I'm just looking at questions. Janet, Katie, and Felicia. Can you put your questions in, and then I'll do fish cakes and then trivia. Sorry. Can I have your questions, please? Janet, Katie, Felicia. Questions. Then I'll do fish cake and trivia. Janet, Katie, Felicia. Just type in your question. That'll be great. Thank you. Can I just have your questions, please? Questions. Can I have your questions? Okay, you've asked 2 questions there. Basically, will I stay in SH or move to PK? So it's basically, what should you do? Let's have a look. What should we? Let's have a look. You've got a choice here. Let's do the thing here. So, KT, I just want a question. Right, okay, cool. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so let's have a look at SH. Okay, so what's going to happen if you stay in SH? What's going to happen if you stay in SH? Stress and worry with SH. Move to PK. What happens if you move to PK? Ooh, breakthrough, understanding. So staying is going to cause you some worry and some stress. Okay, moving to PK City gives you a sense of new passion, new creativity. It does give you a breakthrough and understanding, does bring you sense here. So the choice is yours. If you stay at SH, you might find yourself worrying and stressing about stuff, doing that what ifs sort of thing. With you moving, it does give you that sense of breakthrough, that new beginning, that positive energy. It does give you that sense. So the choice is ultimately yours, of course. But if you stay in SH, it does feel like it's going to cause you some worry and some stress. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to play on your mind, a lot of regrets here. Here you got that sense of, if you move to PK City, it does give you a new understanding, a new possibility, a new beginning, a fresh start in life, new growth and expansion. So it does give you that possibility. Yeah, of course your future, but it's all about the action that you choose to take, your perception, your thoughts, your ideas, your plans. So yeah. Okay, so KT typed in question here. You're welcome, Felicia. Ooh, what's going on that may affect you? Let's do the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, KT wants to know. She's got some stuff that's going on here with the betrayal and things like that. And she's released a guy recently from the mix. So what's going on that's going to affect her? That affect KT? What's going to affect KT? What's going on that's affecting KT? Ooh, what's going on that's affecting KT? And I'm getting this card here. and this one here. Right, let's have a look. Okay, the first card we've got here is Three of Pentacles. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles is all about your skills and your abilities, your ability to sort of create things in life. So I think it's really about a choice. Here it's about the options that you can do to create. What can you create? What are you creating in your life? Basically with your thoughts, your ideas, your actions. So you're really saying what affects you becomes your own choice. It's all about memory. It feels like you're being this, or you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about the memories of the past, and that's what's affecting you. So it's how you choose to use those memories that are going to make a big difference here. It's all about what you choose to create in your life. That's what's going to affect you. You have a choice in how things affect you in this situation. You can choose to just go, okay, that's it. I'm not going to let it affect me. This is what happened in the past. And now I'm ready to move forward. I'm going to choose to be happy in this process. I'm going to choose to not let it affect me in a negative way. This is what this is about. This is about how you choose to let it affect you, the situation that's going on. It's all about your own light, if you like, your own skills, your own abilities to create something new in your life. You can manifest something new. So whatever's going on that can affect you is all about your own. It can only affect you if you let it. It's all about your memories. It's all about your sense of creating a sense of harmony in your own emotions, in your own well-being. Creating a sense of harmony in your own well-being seems really important here. Seems to be really strong in that message. It's how you choose to let it affect you that's going to make a difference here, KT. So that's what it's saying. It's how whatever you decide. Okay, so I have fish cake, trevere, and then moon. So 9 more minutes and then we close the list completely. So don't forget, if you want a reading, don't forget you can donate and you'll get more than just the 2 cards for a reading. You'll get a lot more information. You get a lot more sort of information in regards to what's going on. So we've got Janet's we need a question from Janet, question from Fish Cake, and Trivia. Thank you, Night Daughter Oracle. Really appreciate the lists to certainly help. Certainly keeps me focused. It's awesome. And I know things can be a bit slow coming in from the typing. YouTube can be a bit slow coming in with the typing. So, and I know there can be a bit of a delay, a bit of a lag with what's going on. So, Okay, so I'm waiting for fish cake. So I'm not sure what fish cake is doing, but let's go do Trevia because I'm not going to know people flip in and out with reading. So what does Spirit want me to know? Okay, I'm going to do Swagatam Tarot. Okay, what does Spirit want Trevia? Oh! Okay, one. Oh! Okay, pull out of the deck. Let's have a look. What was that card that pulled? Oh, I'm going to move 1 minute under the table. Okay. Let's have a look. What does Spirit want you to know? What are you looking at here? First card we have is the Eight of Swords. What limits are you placing on yourself? Spirit wants you to ask about your limitations. What limits are you placing on yourself? It's time to remove the blindfold, time to remove the things that have bound you, that are keeping you caged in a situation here. It's time for you to look at things from a new perspective. Try to see the door that's opening up here for you. Okay, so it's really important to look at what's limiting you in this situation. I feel like with the Five of Wands here, there is conflict, but I feel like the conflict comes from within. And the reason why I say the conflict comes from within is because you've got the Eight of Swords, which talks about being limited within oneself. So it's time for you to break free from those limited beliefs. It's time for you to... Oh, just squeezed in, Sabrina. Got Night Daughter Oracle, 5 minutes and we close the list. Okay, Trevia, it does feel like you're limiting yourself. It's time to break free from those restrictions, those limits that you might have placed on yourself. It's time to not be so harsh and be so critical. It's time for you to know that you are limitless. You have possibilities here. Anything is absolutely possible. It's just about how you choose to remove the binds, the restrictions that you place on yourself. It's time for you to break free from those restrictions. It's time for you to open up and not be so harsh on you. I do feel like there's a lot of inner conflict and things coming through here. So interesting. So I do feel like there's a breaking free energy. Know that you are limitless. Anything is possible. Okay, next on the list. Okay, Night Daughter Oracle. Why am I thinking Rocky Horror Picture Show with the list? No idea. Janet Fishcake Moon. No idea. And then Sabrina. So we need questions from Janet Fishcake Moon. Time to type in your question. And then I will do Sabrina's. And I got 4 more minutes. And then it's... Don't forget, you can check out Ko-Fi for exclusive previews and exclusive content downloads if you're a member. There's some downloads if you're a member on my Ko-Fi. Don't forget you can be part of the family there. Resonates. You're welcome, Trevia. You're welcome. So I'm just waiting for some questions from Janet, Fishcake Moon, Sabrina, and Burke. Now, don't forget you can book a private reading with me, a one-on-one reading, or a healing session through Ko-Fi or Fiverr. The Ko-Fi link is down below. You will find the Fiverr link in one of the videos on my channel. I can have it on my channel's videos. So lots and lots there. So let's have a look. What have we got? So we've got Janet, Fishcake, Moon, and Sabrina. Okay, so that's it. It's just about the last 4. So let's do, yeah, Sabrina Burke, yeah. I figured that. So I'm not sure where the others are. So let's just do ending soon. And if anybody else wants a reading, they're going to have to, I don't know where Janet, Fishcake, and Moon are. So while I wait, I'm going to do Sabrina's, because I do not know where the others are. Janet, Fishcake, and Moon. If they pop in, they can have their reading. Other than that, the list is nearly closed. What can I expect to come? Ooh, what do you expect in your life? What's coming up in your life? What do you need to know? Oh, no. Interesting. Tarot of the Divine. Okay, the 8 seconds to, no, 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds and then the list closes, basically. Oh, Zara might have just scraped in. Okay. What can I expect to come? What can Sandra expect? Sabrina, sorry. What can Sabrina expect? God, what's wrong with me today? Blah, tongue twisted. What can Sabrina expect? Oh, I felt that one. Okay. Okay, what can Sabrina expect in life? Zara is the last one. So, yep, Zara, then the list is closed. So, cool. Thank you. What can I expect? Okay, so the Empress, bounty and abundance. Ooh, it's interesting that the Empress comes up straight away and you ask, what can you expect, good or bad? And the first card that comes up is abundance and bounty and beauty, that sense of abundance. Interesting. 8 of Swords again, stalking us today. So it's about not being limited, being that sense of knowing that anything is absolutely possible. Know that you're going to get abundance. Open yourself up to new possibilities. Open the doorway. Push forward over the threshold is what I'm getting here. I get the sense about pushing open the door and walking through it. Anything's absolutely possible. There's abundance and bounty waiting for you. Getting a lot of about a bounty and abundance. Just feels that very much anything's possible. Self-care. It feels very like don't limit yourself to what you know. Expand your horizons is what I'm getting here. A sense of expanding your horizons. Create something new. Give birth to something new. Give birth to being unlimited. So it's all about what are you focusing on. So it's all about that abundance. Don't limit yourself. Don't restrict yourself. Open yourself up to anything that's possible. So I do feel like good's coming your way. That's awesome. I can't believe that's a really good card. So Moon card here. Moon coming in, should I say? Moon reading. And then we've got Zara. So we're still waiting for Janet and Fishcake. Oh, okay. So you met him at an unusual type seminar where I picked up a familiar feeling in his near present. I'm interested. Did he feel that for me too? So what? Okay, so you want to know what the connection is between you guys. You're welcome, Sabrina. You're welcome. Okay, Moon. So you're wanting to know more about what is that connection? What does it mean? What it's it about? So let's do. Oh, okay. Deck of Heroes. 1 minute. I'm just going to pull out the Deck of Heroes. Oh. Okay, let me pull this out. Okay, Deck of Heroes. Let's have a look. What is the connection? Take a nice deep breath, Moon. Just want you just to feel the question. What is he? What was it? Oh, okay. So what is it? Knight of Swords. Okay, be careful about rushing into anything. Take your time. It's definitely a thinker. Whoops. Interesting. And the Lovers card come out. There's definitely a connection here, but there's no need to rush into anything. Just take your time, get to know each other. It definitely feels like there was that swept off his feet energy. Definitely feel like there was a sweeping off your feet. There is that connection there. Does feel very connected. Feels like there is this journey that's coming up. There is definitely some movement forward here in regards to the relationship, but be careful you don't rush into anything. There was definitely a connection. There was definitely a passion. There was definitely something there, but just don't rush into it. Just take your time, take a breath for a minute, take a breath and just feel it. Okay, and just be in the moment. Be in the now. Don't try and rush into because I feel like it'll be a battle if you rush into it. It's not something that can be rushed. Okay, just take a step back a little bit. There is definitely a connection there. Yes, there was that connection. He was definitely interested, but don't rush into anything. Take your time. Take a breath. Just be in the moment. Very much so. Well, there's definitely a connection between you guys. That would be a second question. You just got, did he feel something? Yes, he felt something. Okay. I can only do sort of one question at a time in regards to this. So I'm not sure whether he'll come back, but yeah, it just feels like, yes, there was definitely a connection. It definitely feels like don't rush into anything because there will be a battle, there'll be a battle of some sort. Feels like there's a war cry into battle if you rush into it. So just being in the moment is super important. So yeah. Okay, so this is of the list, and we have Zara's typed in her question. Yeah, that's all right. No worries. I can understand. I can only sort of focus on sort of one question to get a clear answer. Too many questions and it starts to get a bit cloudy. Okay, so we want to know about Spencer's connection with you. So we're not asking how Spencer is feeling about you because that's their perception, their idea. That's a third-party question because you're asking about their thoughts. Okay, you're asking about their thoughts about you. It's still a third-party question. So what we're going to ask is, we're not going to ask how is Spencer currently feeling about you, because that's a sort of a bit of a third party. It's their idea, their perception. So it's what do you need to know? It's what do you need to know, Zara? Okay, very careful here. This is a third party type of, when you're asking how somebody else feels, even when it's about you, if you ask how somebody else feels, they're not here to, it's about them. You're asking about them. So what are his, no. So what you want to say is, what do you need to know about the connection with Spencer? It's what you want to know. You want to know about what, what the future holds for you too. What lies ahead for you. So you're not asking about his feelings. When you ask about his feelings, even though it's about you, his feelings are about you, it's still his feelings. It's a third party question because you're asking about him. So you want to know, what do I need to know about the situation? Yeah. What do I need to know about the connection? Much better question. Yeah. What do I need to know about the connection? Much better question here. So let's do, actually, I'm going to go Lords of the Ring. Interesting. I didn't expect that one. Okay, Lord of the Ring. What do I need to know about? Oh, Jeepers Creepers. 2 cards flew out. What have we got? Okay. What do you need to know about the... And it's interesting here because we've got the 7 of Cups, or 7 of Vessels, or 7 of Chalices, whatever you like to call them, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And the Wheel of Fortune tells us about fortune, but it also speaks very much about life's ups and downs. There's going to be some challenges within the connection. Oh, I love Lord of the Rings. I loved Lord of the Rings series, and I love all anything connected to Lord of the Rings, to Middle Earth. So what do you need to know about the connection? To me, the Wheel of Fortune is all about life's ups and downs. There will be some challenges. It's all about the choices that you make, the decisions that you make to move forward on your life. It's all about, do you just sit back and wait for things to happen, or do you take action in regards to the connection? So it's all about how you choose to react in the situation. It's all about knowing that there's going to be some challenges to it. That's why there's going to be some, and I think that's why there's going to be a sense of challenges. That's why I feel like there's going to be some challenges to it. Now, the reason why I got this as well was the 7 of Vessels, or 7 of Cups, 7 of Chalices, what do you like to call them here, is all about choices. Okay? Not everything that looks shiny is going to be good for you. So it's really important to think very carefully about moving forward on your pathway together. So I feel like that, yes, there's a lot of healing to do. If you both just got out of long-term relationships with other people, there's a lot of healing to do in regards to that situation. Okay? So that's why I think it's very important here to make sure that you're not stuck, you're not repeating patterns, that you're actually making very clear decisions, clear choices in regards to which path you're going to take in regards to this relationship together. If there's definitely something there, but you've got to choose, because we asked about the connection within the relationship, and it does feel like there's going to be life's ups and downs. There are going to be some challenges. You're going to have to choose wisely which path you take together. Okay, I think there's going to be a lot of healing to do, a lot of talking, communication's going to be needed. I'm getting a lot about the voice. The communication is needed. A lot about the choices you make, the paths you take. You've got to be able to choose wisely the path together. I think that's a lot of it here. So it could be good fortune. I do feel like there could be a really good connection here. Could feel like there could be a really good positive journey. But it's all about the decisions you make together. which path you take. It seems really strong when you put the two cards together here. You know, when you look at the cards as individuals, it's more about when when you're doing a reading, it's all about the two cards together, the overall picture, not just the cards as individuals. So that's sort of what I'm getting here. It's about their choices, the decisions, which path you're going to take together. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Put it that way. That's why I keep getting the communication is super important. Okay, so the list is closed. We're done. And feels like that's it. So Janet and Fish Cake. Oh, you're welcome, Zara. You're welcome there. You're welcome indeed. So we've had no question from Janet and Fish Cake. A few people haven't typed in their questions that were on the list, but that's okay. So did I miss anybody? So did I miss anybody else from the list? So I think it might be a quiet day again. That's okay. Let's pull. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from each pile here. Let me just separate these cards into piles. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose 1, 2, 3, or 4. I say. Oh, yeah, cool. That's like, yeah, I realized there were a few people who didn't want reading, so that's all good. So what I want you to do, whoever is still here, can choose a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Choose a number. Everybody who's still here, if you've come in, you can now choose a number. So pick a number. Okay, Night Daughter Oracle, you've picked 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's have a look. What card am I pulling out for you? Okay, 3. Oh, I've picked out Sagittarius, the Howl. The voice of Sagittarius, I express optimistically. I am insightful and adventurous. The path to my goal is laid out before me, and my vision will light my way. Ever I travel on the quest for truth, exploring and expanding the horizons of my world. You are the explorer. Expansive, benevolent, optimistic, just broad-minded, adventurous, and truth-seeking. Your is growth, foresight, and knowledge. So that's your card. Okay, you can choose a number though. You can choose a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's your card. Interesting, Brian. Interesting, Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm going to pull that card out. So you can choose a number. Everybody who's here can choose a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm just going to do pick a piles at the moment as we have finishing up the free readings, but I am going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4 just to finish up, just a bit of fun while we wait for the next 10 or so minutes. We'll just do this for anybody who comes in can just pick a pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not really doing free readings and stuff. I'm just doing that they can pick one card. It's not really a traditional reading that I would normally do. They can just pick a card, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Everybody who's here, just choose a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pick a pile. I know this. I said 1, 2, 3, but it's actually 4. Ah, interesting. So that's what you got to focus on, Night Daughter Oracle. So we're just going to finish up with the last few here. So even though the readings are finished, I'm finishing up with this. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Quick, quick, guys, because I'm finishing up. So if you want a message, you need a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to give it another few minutes. Another 5 minutes, guys. Wow, interesting. Night Daughter Oracle. Ooh. Okay, so what does this say here? So be optimistic, be insightful, adventurous. The path to my goal is laid out. Oh, the travel. Growth, foresight, knowledge. Interesting. Okay, so doesn't look like anybody else wants a number. Come on, guys. Let me throw in an incense. Whoops. Do not want to burn myself. Let's throw in an incense here. Okay, I'm going to get a Palo Santo. Let's just finish up here. I don't think anybody else wants a number. Nobody else wants a bit of guidance today. Feels like that's it. Okay, I'm going to light the incense anyway. And just anybody who's replaying the video, we'll do a quick. Whew. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, if anyone's coming in with the replay and watching it later, as some people do. So let's do pile 1. Let's have a look. If anyone's coming in, they get the sun with the what. The sun speaks, I am the drive to create. I'm the center. I radiate and shine, bringing warmth and vitality to all that I touch. I shine on all that exists so the life, light, and power of your true self may prevail. I create the key to life force and vitality, the drive for life and living. To be happy, to be the center, to shine, enliven, zest, experience, self-esteem, and recognition, joy, heart, and vitality. Pile number 2, if anyone comes in and watching the replay. Pile number 2 is the 8th mention, the YOUIR, mention of life, the YOUIR. Focus of the 8th mention, my focus is sexuality and endings. This is the realm of transformation, issues of birth, life, and death, as well as sexual activities and the intense unions. I express the power, potential, and gifts of the 8th mention of life and invite you to be fully present in this area of your life. Transformation, shared finances and resources, legacies, sex and sexuality, death, esoterica, desires, sexuality, transformation, and endings. Card number 3 for anyone who's just coming in. Is Scorpio, the howl, the voice of Scorpio. I express intensely, I am powerful and fearless. My penetrating gaze sees the truth beyond the mask of illusion. Through trial and test, I unlock deep reservoirs of strength, reaching extremes and unraveling the mysteries of life and death. The psychologist, deeply perceptive, powerful, intimate, fearless, magnetic, intense, and magical. Purification, fearlessness, and willpower. For those who choose pile number 4, for anyone who's just coming in or watching the replay. Oh, okay, this one here is the alchemical process is putrefaction. Okay, so this is the poison of spirit. Right, the alchemist speaks. Within the alembic of my being, I apply the alchemical principle of putrefaction. I antidote the poison of lust and the redated shadow behaviors that weigh down the wings of my spirit. I apply pressure for best results to purify and make manifest the gold of non-attachment within. The poison of spirit is lust, a passionate, uncontrolled desire, craving or appetite for something or someone when you're obsessed with it. And so the answer is non-attachment, neutrality, and forbearance. Okay, so that's it from me. Oh, it is? That's interesting. Very interesting reading when you look at it like that. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, let's go into all the astrology. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks for being with me, whoever's still here. Night Daughter Oracle, thank you for your support. And you are truly an angel. Appreciate you indeed. Big help. Big help. So, thank you to everybody. Now, whoops. Didn't do that. Let's do there. Right, looks like that's it. That's it from everybody. Oh, I missed it. I was supposed to take off that pick a pile was supposed to come off. Right, for those that picked a pile. So don't forget memberships and the links from as little as $1 a month. You can support the channel and get some exclusive content, some previews, some discounts, some downloads, all sorts of little bits and pieces from as little as $1 a month. You can support the channel and you get lots of little benefits when you come on the live, and you get lots of support, lots of little benefits being part of Ko-Fi family for as little as $1 a month. From $3 a month, don't forget you get a free private reading each month, and you've got to make sure that you contact me so we can make a booking if you want. Or you can do the reading in the live if you want to. You can get your reading in the live, but you get a little bit more than just, you get a tarot and oracle reading, not just a tarot reading. Okay, that's it from me. Looks like that's the end. Okay, so this is a video I made on Flex Clip for Fiverr, which I'm going to share with you. Don't know what's going on there. Oh God, it's gone silly on me. Oh. Oh. I don't know quite what's happening here. So for some reason, right, okay, so hopefully that's working. If not, never mind. But yep, same time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just whatever suits you. Right, come on. Oh, come on.